What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media Channel. This is your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. And guys, we are here today for the Physical Media Report, episode 286. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And look, we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about today. Not a ton of stuff to talk about today, but there was some cool stuff that broke this past week. We've got Criterion announcements. Come on, guys, get excited. Criterion, woo! For the month of January, guys. Criterion in January. And we got some Imprint announcements, both good and bad. We'll get into both of those as well. And Lionsgate Limited. There's some exciting stuff coming from Lionsgate Limited. But before we get into it, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know, we're here every single week for these news update videos, physical media report videos, where we're trying to keep you guys in the know on everything going on in the world of 4K and Blu-ray physical media, new physical media, guys. Even though today we're talking about quite a few VHS tapes as well. So that's kind of strange that we're back talking about VHS tapes again in 2025. But yeah, guys, hit the subscribe button, like button. Did I say all this? Comments, leave me a comment. I would definitely appreciate that of everything that we talk about here today. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets those juices flowing the most? Let me know in the comment section below. I will have all this stuff that I can, as far as like the pre-orders and everything, linked down below. We're also going to talk about new releases that come out this week. I will also link those down below, and also deals. We'll get into some deals as well, which I will also, guys, link down below. Now, I am on my Instagram account, the Physical Media Report, which I do have linked down below. So, guys, if you want to follow me along over there, I try to drop these announcements on that Instagram page as they come out. So if you want to be even more in the know, more up to date as this stuff comes out, definitely follow me over at the Physical Media Report. That is linked down below. Now, I also have my regular Instagram page, Mid-Level Media, down there too. You can follow me over there as well. And let's just get right into it, guys. Let's get right into it. Where are we going to start? Let's start with a Daniel Day-Lewis movie that I can't even pronounce. This is Anemone. Is that how you pronounce it? This is a film starring Daniel Day-Lewis. I feel like it's directed by his kid or something. Is that right? But it's also got Sean Bean, so he probably dies halfway through the movie. You know, that's a thing, right? But Universal Pictures Home Entertainment is preparing 4K Blu-ray and Blu-ray release of Ronan Day-Lewis's. Yeah, Ronan Day-Lewis directed the film Anemone, starring Daniel Day-Lewis, Sean Bean, Samantha Morton, and blah, blah, blah. The two releases are scheduled to arrive on the market on November the 25th. So you're getting both a 4K and a Blu-ray of this film. And I'm not super familiar with this movie. It's a new film, you know, but it's not really on my radar until now, until I got a physical release. So maybe I'll get this and check it out at some point. But Universal is putting this one out. So let me know if you're excited for another Daniel Day-Lewis tour de force of a performance. All right, let's get into some more news. Let's talk about Scars of Dracula. So we talked about was it Hammer Films that is putting out Scars of Dracula, a nice box set release? Kino Lorber's doing it themselves, guys. Kino Lorber is also putting out Scars of Dracula, and this is coming out on 4K on December the 9th. It looks like this is going to be a new 4K restoration of the film from the original camera negative. You've also got Dolby Vision, you got HDR. There is a new audio commentary here. And then on disc 2, you got a new audio commentary and a new 4K restoration on the Blu-ray, a past audio commentary. Then you got a couple features down there at the bottom. You got a Inside Scars of Dracula documentary and theatrical trailer. And then theatrical trailer, double bill theatrical trailer with Horror of Frankenstein. Okay. So there was a Frankenstein movie Hammer's doing as well. I think the Hammer sets, though, I think that they have a lot more special features than the Kino does. But I do wonder if we're going to be seeing the Frankenstein film also come from Kino Lorber. But that's definitely interesting. Let me know if you're excited for Scars of Dracula. I definitely got to check out more Hammer horror films. I feel like that's a pretty big blind spot for me. I do know Christopher Lee's fantastic. All right, let's move on to some ViaVision releases, guys. Our friends from ViaVision over in Australia announced Eon Flux, a 4K set of that. This is like a steelbook lenticular slipcase, it looks like. And then we've got vampires as well that they announced. And I'll say this, the vampires cover looks pretty damn cool. I do like that cover for vampires. I mean, nothing really beats the like the iconic original poster for vampires. I think that that's probably the best. But that's a nice cover, as far as vampire covers go. But you're gonna have a 4K of vampires. Actually, this is not. I thought that these were steel books. That actually doesn't look like a steel book. It just looks like a regular slip case. But you got a booklet in there. You got art cards, and both of these are coming out on December the 10th. And here's the Eon Flux one. Yeah, for some reason I thought that these were steel books. They're not. They're just regular 4K cases inside of a hard case, lenticular hard case. And you got art cards in here, and you got 2 discs for the Blu-ray and the 4K. I mean, Eon Flux just had, I just talked about this yesterday, a 4K steelbook in the States. So, I mean, if you're in the States, there's a nice 4K steelbook of Eon Flux already. But if you're just a massive Flux fan, if you're a Flux fanatic, maybe you'll want to get that steelbook and this edition right here. Who knows? But I don't think these have any new features because Vampires has a Scream Factory 4K already as well. But the Vampires cover does look cool. Like I like that cover right there for Vampires. But yeah, both of these are out on December the 10th, and the pre-orders are available on the Viavision Imprint website. Also, I believe on Diabolic Orbit, other third-party websites as well. Okay. We have now got Jarhead, guys. Jarhead. This is a Sam Mendes film. I actually didn't know that Sam Mendes directed this film. But Jarhead is coming to 4K from Universal, and this is coming out on December the 9th. And the pre-orders are up right now currently on Groove, but I think that they're also up on Amazon right now as well. But yeah, 4K Steelbook. 4K Steelbook looks pretty cool. This is a 20th anniversary edition. And Jarhead's a movie that I think I've seen. I think I've seen it, but I don't remember liking it too much. But again, I saw it back when I was probably 20. I mean, this movie, I'm 40 now, guys. So 20th anniversary is I was 20 when this came out. So I don't know. Maybe I would watch it now. Maybe I would appreciate it a little bit more. I'll probably get it at some point. I don't feel the need to get the steel book, but I might get the regular standard slipcover version when it drops down to like $15 or something because it's a universal 4K. It'll drop in price at some point. But let me know if you're excited for Jarhead coming to 4K, new 4K restoration, and all that good stuff. All right. We've also got another 4K release of the Blues Brothers. This is available to pre-order on Amazon and Groove as well. And this is a nice steelbook. You got Dan Aykroyd, you got John Belushi on the cover. I like the interior artwork. I like the back of the steelbook as well. I mean, honestly, I feel like this beats the past steelbook that Universal put out because this already does have a 4K. And it had a 4K steelbook as well. And it was all like yellow and blue. It was an okay steelbook, but I like this much better. I think it fits the movie much better. But yeah, Blues Brothers 45th anniversary 4K steelbook will be releasing from Universal Pictures on December the 9th. Pre-order on Groove right now. Universal's been doing a pretty good job of adding new features. So I'm wondering if any of this stuff on here is new because the Back to the Future steelbooks they just did had brand new features on it and they were great. And also Jaws had new features as well. But this is the story of the Blues Brothers go behind the chaos, comedy, and car crashes with exclusive new interviews and never before told stories from the cast and crew. Okay, this does appear to have new stuff on it, guys. So I think that's important to note. Stories behind the making of the Blues Brothers, transposing the music, and remembering John. Okay, so it does say new interviews on here. So that's pretty cool. And it includes both the theatrical and the extended versions. Would be really cool though, guys. Look, I know there's not a lot of big fans of this movie, but if they did Blues Brothers 2000 as well, I would be a fan of that. Maybe add it in as a bonus, like an add-on or something. I mean, also I want it to be 4K, but that would be cool if they added that in and maybe made it like a double pack or something like that. But cool that this has new interviews and stuff. I'm glad that I included the back here to check that out because I don't think it was in the original details. All right, so Lionsgate Limited announced their November/December slates because some of these are in November, some of them are in December, so that's kind of interesting. But we have The Descent, Finally getting an announcement. Of course, we've been talking about The Descent coming to 4K. I feel like since March, I feel like that kind of rumor started for The Descent on 4K. And now it's finally happened. We got a nice, beautiful 4K Steelbook coming out from Lionsgate exclusively on the Lionsgate Limited website. And it's going to be coming out on November the 11th, so we don't got to wait too long. With this, you've got The Descent in 4K with Dolby Vision. You've also got the 4K and the Blu-ray included. You have theatrical and unrated versions both here as well. And Steelbook art is by Matt Ryan Tobin. We've also got Lionsgate Limited exclusives, which includes What Lies Beneath, Re-Exploring the Descent, and Poetic Pain, the film score. So very cool. You got a couple of brand new features. This also would have been nice if they included the sequel as well in this one. But yeah, 2 discs. I like the disc art on that. You got the green and you got the, because the green's kind of like the black light, or not the black light, but like the night vision goggles that they wear in the movie. So that's pretty cool. And then you got the other disc as well. The Descent is one of the greatest horror films ever. It's certainly, like, I think it's top 5 of the 21st century as far as like horror films are concerned. I remember seeing this in the theaters. It blew me away. It's incredibly claustrophobic, especially in the beginning with all like the rock climbing and the cave exploring and all that stuff, the really tight corridors and holes that they crawl into and things. Very, very claustrophobic. But it's also a creature feature, and it's a very, very well made creature feature as well. But yeah, this is a good steelbook. I like the steelbook, good interior artwork. Little bit disappointed, I'm gonna be honest, because when I heard that, Lionsgate was gonna be the ones to do this, I was kind of hoping for something like Frailty. Like, you can't tease us with a nice box set like that, Lionsgate, and then, then pull back and not do anything else with that. Because I also thought Dogma might be that as well. I do think it would have been perfect for the Descent. I have been hearing, and I do apologize, I don't think I posted this. Maybe I'll post this after I film this, because I'm actually filming this on a Saturday. Maybe I'll post this in my community tab. I've heard that this is close to selling out. And there's not like a number counter, so I don't know where this information is coming from, but I've heard this is close to selling out. And I think if you would have done like that nice hard box edition like Frailty, it would have sold like hotcakes. You probably could have sold like 15,000 units just because people have been waiting for this for a long time. I've been doing this for a long time, guys, and usually in the comment section, people always bring up wanting the Descent on 4K. So, and I've always wanted this one from Second Sight, and I don't think that Second Sight's going to be doing it because Neil Marshall kind of confirmed that they weren't, and they would have done a nice box set. And I've always just wanted a nice box set of The Descent. So I'm selfish and I love the film and I want a nice premium box set. But the steelbook's nice too. It's just, I'm not a huge steelbook person, but I'm just kind of being forced into it at this point. But yeah, nice artwork, and I'm at the end of the day, I'm just happy to get this movie in 4K, to get to watch it in 4K, because I think it's going to be beautiful in 4K. So that's the first of the Lionsgate Limited announcements. Next up, we've got an American Psycho release, guys. That's going to knock your freaking socks off. What is this thing? So this is American Psycho coming to 4K. They're promoting this as the 25th anniversary edition, even though we've gotten American Psycho several times on 4K, guys. We got the initial 4K from Lionsgate, then we got the Lionsgate Steelbook. That's pretty iconic at this point. I'd say it's probably the most iconic Lionsgate Steelbook. And that came out in 2021, I believe. And now we're getting this set right here that has this CD case on the inside that looks like the cover of one of the Huey Lewis and the News albums. And I can't remember the name of that album, but it's one of their more popular albums, and I love that band. But it's really cool. It's really cool. Christian Bale on the cover, kind of taking the place of Huey Lewis. And yeah, so very interesting packaging here. You got the 4K disc, you got all the cards down there at the bottom, you got the headphones on the back, and then I'll scroll over and show some other details. This gives you a more up close shot of the actual CD case. And yeah, it looks like the packaging kind of opens up in the center to reveal the CD case. And then you pull that out to pull out all the extra material. And then right here, you got another image of the CD case inside of it. And then you got all the close up on all the cards right there. So I love American Psycho. I mean, it's cool they're doing more American Psycho on 4K. I mean, if you already got the 4K Steelbook, you probably don't need this. But if you're just obsessive about the film and want all the cool editions, I mean, this is a great, cool looking set, and you still got to give it to Lionsgate at this point, guys. They continue to innovate and create and do like really inventive stuff with their packaging, and they're honestly doing stuff that nobody else would do. I know it's not for everybody because a lot of people, especially like some collectors that really like things uniform and they like things to stay the same and simple and all that. It's kind of annoying to have all these different styles of packaging, but I still got to give it to Lionsgate because they're doing creative things and they're doing fun things for collectors with these collector's editions. And I do think that's a pretty cool gimmick to have the CD case on the inside that kind of simulates that Huey Lewis and the News classic album for sure. But what do you guys think of this, guys? I don't think there's going to be any new features here. An American Psycho 25th anniversary 4K edition will release from Lionsgate exclusively on the Lionsgate Limited website this December the 9th. So that's another thing to note, guys. That's kind of interesting. Is the only thing that's slated. Oh, we got ahead of ourselves, guys. The only thing that's slated for November is The Descent. And then you get into the American Psycho releases, and they are December the 9th. So American Psycho is coming December the 9th. I have to imagine that Dogma will also come in December as well. So I don't think this is a typo or anything. I think that this is right, but it's kind of interesting that they seemingly only have one release that's coming in November, and then they went ahead and announced these two American Psychos that are both coming in December. So I'm wondering if they're going to do a full slate still for December that includes Dogma, maybe some other titles, or if it's just going to be Dogma and they reveal that a little bit later. But this thing celebrate 25th anniversary of the Modern Cinema Classic with this premium collector's edition box set. And let's see, what do we got here? Huey Lewis and the News sports album cover includes art direction by album's original photographer and colorist Bennett Hall. Let's see, trying to see if there's anything new here. Okay, it looks like you're going to have some new features here, so that's another reason to get this. Savage Satire, American Psycho at 25, a world of perfect surfaces, visual aesthetic, and amuse Boucher, main title, Q&A with co-writer director Mary Herron. So, and that's from 2025. Very cool. You got some new features here as well, because I don't think the last Lionsgate Steelbook had new features. So that's pretty damn cool. Let's move on to the next American Psycho release, guys, because you can't just have one American Psycho release, right? You gotta have two. Look, Lionsgate and other people, other companies as well, are really trying to bring back the VHS. And they're really capitalizing on the marketability of the VHS tape right now in 2025 because it is marketable, guys. Like there are companies that are making new films on VHS with cool artwork and selling them to collectors. So it makes sense for the actual studios to get in on it as well and to do some of their films. And that's what's happening right here. I mean, we saw Disney, of all people, do it last year with Alien Romulus. And now we're seeing it again with American Psycho. I mean, Umbrella's been doing it as well. We also got Vinegar Syndrome that does it. But this is an American Psycho Be Kind Rewind VHS edition that will release from Lionsgate exclusively on the Lionsgate Limited website this December the 9th. And yeah, you can celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Modern Cinema Classic. Special edition playable VHS transfer of the uncut version VHS player not included. They have to note that. Featuring an all-star killer ensemble, blah, blah, blah. It just tells who's in it. But I mean, it's cool. I can't say that I need it or would necessarily want it. It's possible Lionsgate will just send this to me and I'll be able to show it off. But I mean, I've got a VHS player, like I could play it, but it's like, why would I want to watch American Psycho on VHS when I've got a 4K of it that looks amazing? It has to just be for the novelty of it, just for the nostalgia of it. I mean, I pretty sure the first time I watched American Psycho was on VHS. You know, that was back in 2000. I don't even know if we had a DVD player yet. But I mean, it is kind of, you know, it does kind of work with the film, you know, because the big thing with him in the movie is I got to return some videotapes. That's definitely an iconic line. So it works with this particular film. So I will give them that to put this out. And I think this is already sold out. I think I heard that this is already sold out. So you may be crap out of luck if you did. That's why you got to follow me on the Physical Media Report account, guys, so you know when this stuff gets announced. Because I did post this a couple days ago. But yeah, I do think this sold out. So that just goes to show you like where VHS is right now in 2025. It is very, very interesting. to say the least. But yeah, that's the Lionsgate Limited announcements. I'll be honest, a little. I don't want to say I'm disappointed, but one of them is a VHS tape. One of them's a 4K that's already been out, and then you got the one new 4K with the Descent. So I was hoping for maybe one because they've been doing pretty good with like two new releases every month, and then maybe some older stuff. Like when they did Requiem for a Dream, they had a couple of newer titles along with it. But all right, let's move on to a Kino Lorber announcement. We've got Walking Tall with The Rock from 2004. This will be releasing on 4K from Kino Lorber on December the 9th. And we have here a new 4K restoration, our new 4K HDR Dolby Vision Master. And this is from a 4K scan of the original 35 millimeter camera negative. You also have a new audio commentary here as well. You have an audio commentary that's a past one with The Rock. And then you got an audio commentary with the director as well. And then you've got the same audio commentaries on the Blu-ray, and then you got some of the past features. So it doesn't look like it has any new features. So this one had The Rock and Johnny Knoxville. I want to say I saw this in the theaters, and that's probably the last time I saw Walking Tall. I do remember I enjoyed the movie, though. I do remember I enjoyed the movie, so it is possible I will get this at some point, maybe in a future Kino Lorber sale, because I haven't even gotten the rundown yet, and I remember liking the rundown like a lot more than this movie. But yeah, this is the one with Johnny Knoxville. I know it's a remake as well. I thought I heard that the original was supposed to be getting a 4K also, but yeah, Walking Tall coming to 4K. It's cool, I guess, to get more Rock on 4K. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below, but it's cool, I guess. Oh my God, you know what's really cool, guys? Nacho Libre is coming to 4K from Kino Lorber, and this is coming out on December the 9th as well. And this one was teased, I think, a few months ago. We got a teaser for this, but yeah, on disc one, it's a brand new HDR Dolby Vision Master from a 4K scan of the original 35 millimeter camera negative. You also have an audio commentary by star Jack Black and the writer-director Jarhead Hess, who also directed the Minecraft movie as well. So that's the Jack Black connection. And then you got 5.1 surround lossless 2.0 audio. Doesn't seem like this has any new features. Okay, no, hold on. So this is the past audio commentary, but on the Blu-ray, you got Enter Sister Incarnation, a new interview with actress Ana de la Reguera. I'm sure I butchered that name, but yeah, there's a new feature on here, a new interview. So that's cool. And then you got some past featurettes, I'm imagining, because none of them say new. Jack Black Unmasked, all kinds of features from back in the day. So yeah, I mean, cool. It at least has a new interview. Okay, I got to give Kino some credit for that because look, a lot of people are like, Kino's a budget label. They don't do new interviews. They do. They do it like sporadically, but it happens. So that's why I hold their feet to the fire when it comes to releases. I think they should have some new features on because they can do it and they've done it and they're still doing it. Okay. Jack Black, Nacho Libre. Are you excited for Nacho Libre to come to 4K? I do think this is a movie that has the potential to look really beautiful on 4K. It is a film I've only seen once though, and I don't remember loving it as far as Jack Black films, but I would be open to revisiting it at some point. Next up, guys, we've got a new Disney Searchlight Pictures film, The Roses, and this is getting a Blu-ray release. Well, thank God you're giving The Roses a Blu-ray release. I mean, we didn't need Barbarian, but at least we got The Roses on Blu-ray from Searchlight Pictures. Jeez Louise. I don't know what this movie is. It's got Benedict Cumberbatch. It's got Olivia Colman. It's got Kate McKinnon. It's got Andy Samberg. So pretty funny cast. I guess it's a comedy. It's directed by Jay Roach, same guy who did Austin Powers movies and Meet the Parents. So, he's done some good stuff in the past. The release is scheduled to arrive in the market on November the 25th. You got special features here, gag reel, House to Fight For, The Roses, and Inside Look. So yeah, good amount of special features. You always got to give Disney some credit. That I feel like with their new releases, they do put some effort into these special features. So yeah, let me know if it's got what's her name in it too. I forget. Allison Janney is in the film. All right. We got some Criterion announcements, guys, for the month of January. So a lot of stuff coming from the Criterion Collection in the month of January. Even one more title that we haven't talked about yet because of a delay later. Kiss of the Spider-Woman is coming. This is all coming January 2026. Kiss of the Spider-Woman coming to 4K January the 27th. You got Birth coming to 4K, which is a Nicole Kidman movie. It's also directed by the same person that did Under the Skin and Zone of Interest, Jonathan Glazer. So that might be an interesting one to check out. January 27th. You got The Dead coming to 4K, January the 20th. You've got Captain Blood, which is starring Errol Flynn, and this is coming out on 4K January 20th. That is one I'd be interested in getting. Yee Yee is coming to 4K on January the 13th. You also got Dead Man coming to 4K on January the 6th. You got Caught by the Tides, which is a part of their like newer film initiative. That's getting a Blu-ray release January 20th. And then lastly, you got Martin Scorsese's World Cinema Project #5, and that is coming out January the 20th as well. So there's a lot of interesting titles, some titles that I may pick up on a sale, like Kiss of the Spider Woman, Captain Blood, Birth, Dead Man's a Jim Jarmusch movie, and he's done some good stuff. So there's some things that I may get at some point. I don't feel like anything is like must have when it comes out. But there's some decent stuff here. There's definitely not like a super like standout though for this month for sure. But there's a lot of stuff. I mean, they really did a lot of stuff, like 6 4Ks, and then you got the Martin Scorsese's World Cinema Project, and then another Blu-ray. So there's a lot of stuff coming from Criterion in January. But let me know if you're excited for any of these in the comments section below. Next up, we've got Black Phone 2 getting I think all the pre-orders are actually up on Groove, like the Blu-ray, the 4K. There's a 4K double pack. There is a Blu-ray double pack, and there's a DVD double pack with the first one included as well. But all those pre-orders are up on Groove. I'll try to link some of those down below. They may be up on Amazon by the time I post this. But the Steelbook, guys, the Steelbook is only on Walmart. It's a Walmart exclusive, guys. Black Phone 2 is a Walmart exclusive 4K UHD Steelbook, and it's available to pre-order now on Walmart.com for $44.25. And there's no release date as of yet because it's just coming out this weekend theatrically. But I've been hearing some good things about it. I didn't love the first Black Phone, but I would be willing to check out the second Black Phone for sure. I liked it enough that I would continue on with the sequel. But yeah, this is a nice looking Steelbook. I can't say it looks like it's worth $45, which is kind of shitty that they're putting that on Walmart.com only for the Black Phone Steelbook and not letting you get it off a Groove for what probably would have been $30 or $35, something like that, and Amazon as well. But they're making you get it off of Walmart for $45, and I don't see Walmart lowering their price for this one either. So that's interesting. I hate Walmart exclusive anything. I just do because I don't like ordering from Walmart, and this will never show up in my store either. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for Black Phone 2. But like I said, there's pre-orders up for the 4K, the Blu-ray, double packs, all that good stuff. I may end because I just had the first Black Phone on Blu-ray. I may end up breaking down and getting the double pack, maybe when it goes on sale or something, just to get both of them on 4K. I may do that at some point. All right, so next up, we've got Jesus Christ Superstar, guys, which is a musical, right? So I started to sing there, but I couldn't remember the cadence of the song. But I do remember seeing parts of this movie when I was a kid. I don't think I've seen it in its entirety. It's from 1973, and this is supposed to be coming out from Kino Lorber. It just says they're preparing a 4K of it, and hopefully it'll come out in early 2026. So there you go. All right, why did I click off of that? What happened? Okay, we got Imprint Films. They announced some stuff for early 2026, January 2026. They announced some big box Blu-ray collections. We've got a directed by James Whale set, which is right here. It includes the films The Old Dark House, Kiss Before the Mirror, Green Hell, and The Man and the Iron Mask. So I'm not familiar with James Whale. I'm sorry, guys. Then we've got Alfred Hitchcock. I am familiar with Alfred Hitchcock, guys. Are you proud of me? The early years, this is volume 2. They've already done volume 1. We've got Sabotage. We've got The Young and the Innocent. We've got The Lady Vanishes, and we've got Foreign Correspondent, all included in this box set. Then lastly, we got Directed by David Lean, volume 2, which includes 5 films that I can't even make out the titles, but you got Madeline, The Sound Barrier, Hobsaw's Choice, and Summertime. Sorry, guys, I can't make out all of those. But there you go. That is Imprint for the month of January. Big box sets. Imprint Films is just putting out so much shit. It's really it's really kind of ridiculous, all the stuff that they're doing. Okay. Oh my goodness, guys, we're talking about the I didn't want to talk about this again. Every time I talk about this set, I get in trouble. People get angry in the comment section. So I'm going to try to deliver this news as straight as I can and not give too much of an opinion on this one. Okay. You guys can probably figure out what my opinion is at this point. But the Halloween 1 through 5 4K Steelbook set has been delayed by Imprint Films. So this is supposed to come out at the end of October, and now it looks like it's being delayed till December. I'm going to read the email that they sent everybody here in a second, which is kind of crummy. Okay, I said I wasn't going to give opinion. I'm going to give a little bit of my opinion here. It's kind of crummy because this is a Halloween box set. You would want this in Halloween. You would want to be able to unbox this in Halloween, to display it in Halloween. Now, yes, there's horror fans out there, and they celebrate Halloween all year long, horror films all year long, but you want this set around Halloween time. So that's what you expected it to come. Now it's going to get delayed to Christmas, which is fine. You can still put up a pumpkin up in Christmas, maybe put a Santa hat on it. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what you guys are into. Whatever you want to do. But it is kind of crummy because it was supposed to come out in October. Now it's coming out in December. So yeah, it's delayed until December. Let me read this because they sent this email out to everybody. Okay. And I think this was either yesterday or today, but it says, "Dear valued customer, congratulations." They start off on a positive, guys. Can you notice that? Like they're buttering you up. "Congratulations on being among our first 1,000 customers to pre-order the upcoming release of Halloween 1 through 5 in limited edition jack-o'-lantern packaging, which is now 100% sold out." Now, it's funny they say 100% sold out because it is 100% sold. It is sold out on their website. It's not sold out at some of the other places that they let sell it for them. So it's still available on some other sites. I mean, we went through this the other night on a live stream that I did with Frank's Media and Reviews, who he's actually in the comment section right here. And we went over other sites like Valoria Video, I think, and also the Movie Room and Atomic Movie Store. I think some other sites, though, they had this still. Odyssey, they had this still in stock. So it is not 100% sold out like they're saying. It is on other sites right now currently. Okay, so just look on some other sites. Maybe you'll be able to find this thing if you still want it. Unfortunately, due to a major disruption, they're letting you know how major the disruption is. Okay, guys, this is not a minor disruption. This is not even a disruption. This is a major disruption. Okay. Which has caused supply chain bottlenecks around the world. Well, I hate, you know what nothing I hate more than a nasty supply chain bottleneck. I mean, it's just terrible. There will be a delay to our 29th October release date by approximately 5 to 6 weeks. We now expect your order to ship the week of 8th December 2025. Okay, so this is going to be coming out the 8th of December. So it's about a 5-6 week delay. About a 6-week delay of that, maybe 7 week. I'm not exactly. I think it was supposed to come out. I think it was supposed to come out this week, honestly. Which again is kind of crummy because people are expecting it like pretty soon. Now it's getting delayed to December. Look, guys. At the end of the day, you know how I feel about this box set. The actual box set itself is fine. It's a cool collector's set. I think it's a little bit too expensive, but it's a cool collector's set. But it was limited to 1,000. It sold out. Then they put out another 1,000, which could possibly have to do with the delay. Let's be honest, guys. If they only had the 1,000 to make, maybe the bottleneck wouldn't have happened. Maybe the supply chain bottleneck wouldn't have happened. Maybe if they would have satisfied the orders for the 1,000 that they said it was limited to first, then those people could get their stuff on time. And then maybe you could have made another 1,000 for the people that ordered later and they could get it in December. Okay. But you have to think that that has to do with it. Okay. Like you made another 1,000. So you weren't anticipating that initially. You made another 1,000. Now you got a supply chain issue. Okay. So if they just would have kept it limited to 1,000, like they said, maybe released another version of it later on down the line, but make it different. So you can still, so the people that ordered it initially feel like they got a limited product that they ordered, that was supposed to be limited. I've already done a video on this explaining the idea of limited. I don't need to do it again. Again, I'm getting myself in trouble again. I said I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm talking about it. I can't help myself, guys. I just can't. So I wasn't against the box set initially. I thought it was overpriced, but the fact that they said it was going to be limited and they really pushed that FOMO, sold it out, then put another 1,000 in stock, I just thought was a crummy move. And now it's an even more crummy move because they're having supply issues and they can't get everybody their order on time. So at the end of the day, if you're happy with this, you're happy with it. You're going to get this set eventually. Delays are delays. It just shit happens in the world of physical media. You can't get too upset about it. But it does kind of suck for those that ordered this one, especially if you're one of the ones that ordered it in the first 1,000, like you should have if you wanted it. So you got it in the first 1,000 and you should have got it on time. You should have got it on Halloween like you were supposed to get it. But I don't know, guys. What do you think about this delay of this Halloween pumpkin? This Halloween pumpkin set is just the bane of my existence. Like it's gonna be the death of me, I feel like at some point. But yeah, let me know how you feel about it, guys, in the comments section below. And let's just move on from here. Another delay. We got House Party from the Criterion Collection was delayed until January 27th. This is kind of disappointing because this was supposed to come out during the Criterion sale month. And I was hyped to get it during Criterion sale month. So now I'm going to have to wait. Now, because I think, when's the flash sale for Criterion? I think the flash sale is maybe March, maybe February or March. So I could probably get this during the flash sale and be okay. So I'll still be able to get this, or I may just pick it up. I may just pick it up week one because I am excited to get this one on 4K and support it when it comes out. But yeah, disappointing because I was kind of hyped to get this during sale month, watch it, check it out, review it probably on the channel as well. And now it's delayed. But again, it's physical media, guys. Crap happens. I'm sure there's a reason why I got delayed. Issues, if it helps us get a release that doesn't have issues at the end of the day, like that's a good thing. In my opinion. So I'm sure it's some kind of error they found and now they have to fix it. And that's fine. That's fine. I don't feel like Criterion has too many problems overall. All right. Next up, we've got The Long Walk. The Long Walk is, now we talked about the Steelbook before, but now we have the regular Blu-ray. The Long Walk arrives on premium digital and premium video on demand on October the 21st. So that's when it hits digital. And then on Blu-ray and an Amazon exclusive 4K UHD Steelbook on November the 25th from Lionsgate, also with plans to release a standard 4K on December the 23rd. This is interesting, guys. So we got the 4K Steelbook, then we got the regular Blu-ray, but we're not getting the regular 4K until a month later on December the 23rd. So hopefully that's correct, and keep that in mind. If you don't want to have to get the Steelbook, they'll do a standard 4K on December the 23rd. But kind of interesting that they're staggering the 4K release a little bit when they're putting the Blu-ray out with the 4K Steelbook. But yeah, I've heard great things about this movie. I can't wait to watch it. I'll probably pick up one of these editions, maybe the Steelbook, maybe the Blu-ray, when it comes out. And it's got all kinds of special features. It's got a making of, and it's got all kinds of good stuff, it looks like. Oh, oh my goodness, guys. It looks like it's got, so right here you have an alternate ending that's a 4K UHD Steelbook exclusive. Stephen King and Appreciation 4K UHD Steelbook. You got Steelbook exclusives here, guys. That is very interesting. That is I have not seen that a lot, if ever, out of like a new studio release to have exclusive features for the Steelbook. I haven't seen that a lot. Let me know if you've seen that, but that's kind of interesting. That may sway you towards that Steelbook. That might be the reason for the staggering of the editions. Very interesting. I can't say I'm a fan of that, but it's interesting. All right, next up, we've got a VHS edition of Dario Argento's Tenebre. This is available to pre-order now on vicepress.com. And details below. You got a cardboard slipcase cover featuring art by Ben Turner, screen printed Tenebre book design in yellow and on black VHS tape, packaging and label design by Mac Ferguson and Flory. So, and this is PAL format. So this will only play on European VHS players. So if you get this in the States, unless you have a PAL VHS player, you're only getting this as a cool collectible, which, I mean, it is. I love Tenebre. Like it's like top 2 Dario Argento for me. I freaking love the movie. I would love to get this. But this is really cool. This is an alternate cover art, and it looks to be, because I got the Suspiria tape, And look, I think Suspiria had the red on it, the red writing, and this one's got yellow. So that's very cool. Hopefully they do Phenomena as well and maybe Deep Red. I would be down for that. But yeah, I mean, it's another VHS tape, guys. So just remember, you have to have the PAL player if you want to get this if you're in the States. If you're in the UK, it doesn't matter. All right. So this is the new releases. Let's jump on and see if there's any deals real quick. I know there's a lot of deals I posted about last week, but let me filter this and see if we got any good for. Yeah, Talk to Me's 9.99. The Little Things is 10.19. 1917, 10.99. Barb and Star, guys, if you want that's 10.51. Coming to America, 10.99. Frenzy, 11.99. Love and Monsters, 11.73. Rear Window, 11.60. So I'll just kind of scroll down. It Chapter 2 is 12.99. The Lion King remake is 12.86 on 4K. These are all 4Ks, by the way. Requiem for a Dream, which I just talked about, is 12.49 just to get the 4K. Batman Mask of the Phantasms, 12.99. Blues Brothers, 12.46. The Mule, 12.99. So yeah, some Casablanca, 13.13, District 9, 13.67. So I'll try to link as much as I can of this. Edge of Tomorrow, 13.77. Down below in the description, guys. Belly on 4K is 13.79. Scream 2 is 14.49. The Truman Show is 14.99. The Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol Steelbook is 14.89. So that's a good deal for that as well. And it looks like a lot of the Paramount stuff is still 14.99 now that I'm looking at it. Because I know that went on sale weeks ago, but it still looks like it's on sale. Most of it is still on sale. So that's pretty cool for sure. All right, so let's move over to Groove, see if they got any sales. There's a Directors of Horror sale still going. You got Chilling Blu-rays, Halloween deals, 4K horror. So a lot of good deals on here. 7 on 4K is 17.99 on here, guys. It looks like. And some of the 4K for the horror films are even cheaper on here than they are on Amazon. You got Western movies on 4K on sale, which is always good. Western Blu-rays on sale. So some good sales over there on Amazon and Groove as well. You also still keep in mind, guys, that we've still got the Arrow video sale going on, which I made a video about the other day, and the Harvest sale. And then I believe the Kino Lorber sale is ending today. As I'm making this video, I think the Kino sale is ending today. So you still got some good sales going on for some boutique labels. The Shout Factory Scream Factory sale ended last week, so that's over now. That one was pretty brief, I think. But let's get into what is new this week. We've got new Blu-ray and 4K releases that are coming out the week of October the 21st. So this Tuesday, all of these will be releasing. We've got Eddington coming to 4K and Blu-ray. The 4K from A24 is $34.99. And the Blu-ray is $29.99. Like I said, guys, I'm going to have all these linked down below. If you want to pre-order these, you can. History of Violence is coming to 4K from Criterion for $34.99. Altered States is coming to 4K from Criterion for $34.99. Keep in mind with these two guys, the two Criterions, the Criterion sale from Barnes & Noble is 2 weeks away. So just wait a couple weeks. You'll get those for $10 cheaper. Nosferatu the Vampire coming to 4K from Screen Factory for $32.99. All the Saw Steelbooks, Saw 2, Saw 3, and Saw 4, the 4K Steelbooks are coming out this week from Lionsgate for $34.99 a piece, and all those got new features. We've got Savages coming to 4K from Shout Factory for $32.99. The Place Beyond the Pines coming to 4K from Shout Factory for $32.99. We've also got the X Trilogy coming out on 4K this week from A24. This nice like big pack of all three of the films. This coming out for $99.99 for the 4K, and also the Blu-ray for $79.99. Clue 4K Steelbook is coming out this week from Paramount for $24.96. Also, The Shrouds is getting a Blu-ray, David Cronenberg film, from Criterion for $20.99. We've also got 3 and 3 Extremes coming out on Blu-ray from Arrow Video for $26.99. We got Furious Swords and Fantastic Swordsman coming, a Blu-ray set from Eureka for $62.99. We've got 3 Kino Lorber movies coming out on Blu-ray. Radioland Murders for $14.99 and The X for $20.99 and King and Country for $20.99 as well. Then we've got Relay coming to Blu-ray from Decal releasing for $16.38 and Shakespearean Shitstorm, guys. What a classic. Is coming to 4K from Troma for $40.99. And that is it, guys. That is the Physical Media Report, episode 286. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media, please, if you can, drop this video a like, subscribe to my channel, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. Leave me a comment down below, guys. And also remember, I'll have all this stuff linked that I talked about in today's video as much as I possibly can down below in the description. And, turn on notifications. Did I already say that? Follow me on all my social media account links. Those links are down below in the description. And we will see you next time.